Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakti Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare.
Pancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnav vrinda ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय. Sri Prabhupada ki jai. All glories to assembled devotees. Please accept humble obeisances. This is Bhagavati Vasudha Devidasi from Mangalore, India. Please forgive me for stopping all of you from ecstatic chanting. Let us move on to the next part of the session. I would like to read the 10 offenses to the holy name given by Vyasadeva in Padma Purana. 1. To blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. 2. To consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of the Lord Vishnu. 3. To disobey the orders of the spiritual master. 4. To blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures and portions to the Vedic version. 5. To consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. 6. To give some interpretations to the holy name of the Lord. 7. To commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. 8. To consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as fruitive activities Karma Kanda. 9. To instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. 10. To not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success, Krishna Prema. So once again, I thank everyone for joining Bhakti Sanga conference call. Next is Srimad Bhagavatam class. May I know who are joining the call today?
Hare Krishna Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai, Preeti Dasi from Charlotte. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Preeti Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sanga conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sanga conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga and all the assembled devotees. This is Yashimati Priya Devidasi from Chicago.
Hare Krishna, Yashomati Priya Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga, and all the glories to the assembled devotees. This is Manjari Lila Devi Dasi from Naperville. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Manjari Lila Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devidasi from Raleigh.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. This is Sri Sapanashat Dasi. Please accept my most humble obeisance. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to you, wonderful, wonderful Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Isha Upanishad Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you so much, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to Guru Maharaj, and all glories to all the assembled devotees. This is Kiran Goyal from Baltimore.
Hare Krishna, Kiran Goyal Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sanga conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. This is Shama Gauri Devidasi from Charlotte.
Hare Krishna, Shyama Gauri Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sanga conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru and Gauranga ki jai. This is Shivani from Ashwin, Virginia. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Shivani Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sanga conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. My Dandavat Pranams to all the assembled devotees. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Sushmita from Canada. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Susmita Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Bhagavati Vasudha Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all the assembled devotees. This is Induleka Karna Devi Dasi from Link.
Hare Krishna, Induleka Karna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Mataji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call. Hare Krishna. Okay, I welcome all of you once again. Thank you everyone for joining today's Bhakti Sangha conference call. Today we are really fortunate to have His Grace Gaur Vilas Prabhuji to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam 7.7.15 onwards. Before I hand over the call to Prabhuji, I would like to hand over the call to Ayan Prabhu for the brief introduction on Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhu, over to you.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. I offer my obeisances to all assembled devotees, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Here's a very brief introduction for our dear speaker, His Grace Gaur Vilas Das. Prabhuji came to Krishna consciousness in 2004. Prabhuji earned a MBBS degree from Grant Medical College. Prabhuji joined the ashram in 2010, and Prabhuji was initiated as a disciple of His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj in 2012. Prabhuji preaches in various medical and engineering colleges. Prabhuji also conducts programs for doctors in Bhakti Vedanta Hospital and in corporate environment. Prabhuji is a teacher of Bhakti Shastri and Bhakti Vaibhav courses. Prabhuji also conducts congregational programs in Mumbai and Maharashtra. Prabhuji has done thorough studies of Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Chaitanya Charitamrita. Prabhuji also gives so many classes on Srimad Bhagavatam and other scriptures in online forums like Bhakti Sanga. Here's a brief introduction for Prabhuji. Over to you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for that brief introduction. Yes. So we'll wait for Prabhuji to join. Would someone like to introduce themselves? Okay. We will continue chanting.
Prabhu's joined, Mataji.
Okay, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Prabhuji, for joining Bhakti Sangha conference call, giving your valuable time and association in this Bhakti Sangha conference call. We just finished with the introduction, Prabhuji. You can please take over the call. Today's verse is 7.7.15 onwards. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone. Thank you for this opportunity to serve. We'll begin with our prayers. Om Jnana Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Mano Bhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Tadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam tam sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostate Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Krishnaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nitinamine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharani Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Ashatyade Shatarani Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, welcome everyone. Thank you for this opportunity to serve. Today we are discussing from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 7, Chapter 7, Verse 15. Rishi karunikastasya pradadubhayam ishvaraha dharmasya tattvam jnanam cha mamipyuddishya nirmalam. Translation. Narad Muni delivered his instructions both to me who was within the womb and to my mother who was engaged in rendering him service. Because he is naturally extremely kind to the fallen souls, being in a transcendental position, he gave instructions on both religion and transcendental knowledge. These instructions were free from all material contaminations. Purport. Here it is said, Dharmasya tattvam jnanam cha nirmalam. The word nirmalam refers to the spotless dharma, spotless religion, or in other words, Bhagavata dharma. Ordinary ritualistic activities constitute contaminated religion, by which one benefits by developing material wealth and prosperity. But uncontaminated pure religion consists of understanding one's relationship with God and acting accordingly, thus fulfilling the highest mission of life and returning home back to Godhead. Prahlad Maharaj advised that one elevate oneself to the standard of Bhagavad Dharma from the very beginning of life. Kaumara acharet prakyo dharman bhagavataniha. The Lord himself also speaks of pure, uncontaminated religion, where he says, Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. One must understand one's relationship with the God and then act accordingly. This is Bhagavad Dharma. Bhagavad Dharma means Bhakti Yoga. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojitaha Janayati Ashu Vairagyam Jnanam Chayat Bhayatukam. By rendering devotional service unto the personality of God at Sri Krishna, one immediately acquires causeless knowledge and detachment from the world. To be situated on the platform of pure religion, one should perform Bhakti Yoga in relationship with Krishna Vasudeva. Hare Krishna. So this is a very, very wonderful section going on where Prahlad Maharaj is instructing his classmates. He instructed in detail in the last chapter, beginning with Kaumaram Acharet Pragya. We should start practicing bhakti, spirituality when one is 5 years old. And then he describes so many things. After hearing all the wonderful instructions, the students, they asked Prahlad, how is it that you have learned all this? As far as we know, you're always with us. And we have some freedom. After the class is over, we can move around, we go to our home. But you are always under the supervision of the teachers and the soldiers. How did you learn this knowledge? Because we have never heard this. This is something very unique which you are telling us. So then Prahlad Maharaj is telling in this chapter how he learned. That is the chapter name also, what Prahlad learned in the womb. So therefore he is telling that when all the devatas, they kidnapped my mother, thinking that, okay, the child in the womb of this lady, Kayadu, he must also be a demon. So we will wait for the child to take birth and then we'll kill him. Narad Muni, that time he came and told everyone, this boy, you'll not be able to kill him because he is a great devotee of the Lord. He is personally protected by the Lord. You have no fear from this child. So the Devatas circumambulated Kayadhu and left. Narad Muni, as a very compassionate teacher, brought Kayadhu to his ashram, and then he was teaching Kayadhu. And that's what Prahlad Maharaj is telling in this verse. That Narad Muni, out of his causeless mercy, he was delivering instructions. And the instructions were nirmalam. And Prabhupada elaborates on this word nirmalam, without material contamination. All the knowledge of this world is contaminated because it binds one to this world. In fact, in one sense, it is all agyan. It is all avidya. That is what Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, 13th chapter, 13.8, 9, 10, and 11. In these 4 verses, Krishna, he gives 20 points of knowledge, starting with amanitvam, madam ditvam, ahimsa, shanti, and he goes on. And then in the end, he says, etad jnanam iti proktam ajnanam yadato anyatha. Whatever I have taught you now, that is knowledge. Apart from that, everything else is ignorance. Why it is ignorance? Because anything which is not connecting one to Supreme Lord, that is ignorance. That's what Ishopanishad also says, Vidyam cha avidyam. Vidya and avidya. Vidya means the knowledge of this world. Avidya means knowledge of the spiritual world, and avidya means knowledge of this world. We have to cultivate both. Upanishad tells that. Ishopanishad tells that. We have to cultivate both ignorance and knowledge. But the problem is now most of the time people, they are busy in cultivating ignorance. Whatever intelligence they have, they use to cultivate ignorance. That's why Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is telling, Mayaya apaharita jnana. Their intelligence is stolen by illusion. And they are busy cultivating ignorance. How to be more ignorant in this world? That's what our modern universities are teaching. No pure knowledge is given. The spotless dharma, that religion which actually connects one to the Supreme Lord, that is not given. Savai pumsam paro dharma yato bhakti adhokshaje ahayatuki apratihata yayatma suprasidati. All the people in this world, everyone, they want to be happy and satisfied. But the problem is, they don't know how to be happy and satisfied. What will actually give satisfaction? And that's why people are running after all the illusory pleasures of the world. And they always live in the future, thinking that if I do this, I'll be happy. If I do that, I'll be happy. If I just become the head of the department, then if I become managing director, if I become CEO, and then there is a dead end. There is nothing there. Then people start thinking, I have everything in life, but still the satisfaction and happiness is not coming. And that's where they start questioning the existential things, questions. And Bhagavatam since beginning rejects all the other things which are not connecting one to Supreme Lord. Dharma projita kaitavatra paramo nirmatsaraణam sadam vidyam vastavamatra vastu shivadam tapatrayon moolanam Srimad Bhagavate Mahamuni Kimva Parairishvaraha Satyoritya Varudhyate Yatra Kritibhi Shushrushabhistachanat Dharma Praujjita means Prakrishta Rupena Ujjita, completely thrown away. Dharma Projita Kaitava Dharma means cheating religion. Prabhupada in the purport he focuses on this. All the ritualistic activities of the world, of the Vedas, they are contaminated religion. Whatever Vedas they give, they are contaminated religion. Because they don't, most of the times, they don't help one connect to the Supreme Lord. And that's why Vyasadeva, when he wrote all these scriptures, all the Vedas, Puran, Upanishad, he was not satisfied. He's contemplating why I'm not feeling satisfaction. Kimava Bhagavata Dharma na prayena nirupita priya paramahamsanam taeva hyachyut priya. Is it that I have not explained Bhagavat Dharma properly? Kimava Bhagavata Dharma, same words. This verse also says Kimava Bhagavata Dharma. Have I not explained Bhagavata Dharma in detail? That Bhagavad Dharma is dear to the Lord and dear to the devotees of the Lord. That is the only thing which can give satisfaction in this world. All the other things of the world, all the other dharmas, all the other pursuits, all the endeavors people do in this world, they don't give permanent satisfaction. The satisfaction which they give is very short-lived. They all have a shelf life. Nothing lasts in this world. No satisfaction is permanent. No pleasure, no happiness is permanent. And therefore, Bhagavad Gita since the beginning tells, Bhagavatam since the beginning tells, please throw away all these cheating type of religions. They are just cheating. They are not allowing us to experience the highest level of bliss, the bliss of pure devotional service. धर्मस्य हि आपवर्गस्य नार्थो अर्थायोपकल्पते नार्थस्य धर्मैकान्तस्य कामो लाभाय हि स्मृतः. Dharma should be practiced for apavarga. Dharmasya hi apavargasya. Na arthayopa. It should not be practiced for getting wealth. And if you get the wealth, that wealth should not be used for kamo labhaya. It should not be used for sense gratification. Kamasya na indriya priti labho jiveta yavata jivasya tattva jigyasa. All our energy should be used for tattva jigyasa. To understand, as the verse says, dharmasya tattvam jnanam. Tattva jigyasa is very important. Because the more we forget what is our real purpose, the more we stay unsatisfied. That is what is happening in the world. People are not able to understand why I am working, why I am struggling so hard. Chaitanya Charitamrita describes Karma Kand, Jnana Kand, Keval Abhishek Bhand, Amrita Boli Jeva Khai, Nana Yoni Sada Phire, Kadarya Bhukshan Kare, Tara Janma Adha Patyay. Narottam Das Thakur writes this. Not in Chaitanya Charitamrita. The endeavor to get the fruits of this world, material results in this world, and endeavor to get impersonal liberation, the Gnana of the Brahman. It is like a pot of poison. All the endeavors a person does to get the results of fruitive works and to get liberation, it is like Visher Bhand. It will not give satisfaction, it will kill. What is killed? Why it is called as Visher Bhand? It will kill our desire to connect to Krishna. It will kill our desire to serve Krishna. It will kill our desire to love Krishna. Because the more we try to get things of the world, the more the desire to serve Krishna goes down. It is inversely proportional. भोगैश्वर्य प्रसक्तानां तया अपहृत चेतसां व्यवसायात्मिका बुद्धि समाधौ न विधीयते. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells, second chapter, 44th verse. The more one absorbs himself or herself in the sense gratification of this world, in the pleasures of the world, in the opulence of the world, Bhoga Aishwarya Prasakta. You know what happens? Apaharita Chetasa, our consciousness is kidnapped. And with that stolen consciousness, intelligence, how can one think of Krishna? How can one practice bhakti with determination? In our this life, we have got this rare treasure. We have got this chance to serve Krishna. We have got the intelligence to serve Krishna. It is our treasure. And we have to somehow or other protect that treasure. Otherwise, the forces of illusion are always trying to kidnap that, arrest that, steal that. Manasi japani jushte labda patosmi dushte timiragana rupe hanta sansara kupe ajit nikhil raksha hetu sansara daksha upanayama mahaste bhakti rajyo namaste. You know, the mind is considered like a snake. Where is this snake? This snake is in the deep, dark well of this material world. And the person who is blinded by this, he is blind. How he has become blinded? Our intelligence is our vision. Our discrimination is our intellect, is our vision. That allows us to see things. Is it right or wrong? But when the snake of desire bites us, what happens? Andhasya merita vivek mahadhanasya chaurai prabhu bali virindriya namadeya. Kulakshekar Maharaj says, oh my Lord, I have become blinded. Andhasya me, you know, my vivek shakti, my discrimination power has been stolen. Rita vivek, it was my real treasure. Mahadhanasya chaurai prabhu. Who are the thieves? Bali virindriya namadeya. These thieves are very powerful thieves of my senses. My senses have stolen my discrimination power. And now I'm fallen in this well. Mohanda kupakuhare vinipatitasya. Oh my Lord, please protect me, save me. Deveshu dehi kripanasya karavalambam. With my folded hands, I'm praying, please help me. Please take me out of this well. It is a treasure. Our intelligence is our treasure. Our buddhi, spiritual intelligence is our treasure. Material intelligence we have tried to cultivate since millions of lives. What is the result? We have become blinded and fallen in this well. And in this well, snake of desires are biting us again and again and again. We are getting up, again falling unconscious, again getting up, again falling. And it is deep, dark. Everywhere it is dark. Not a ray of light is coming. Scary thing. Somebody is in a dark place with no light, even if there is no danger, the mind becomes full of danger, full of, thoughts. Or somebody may come and beat me, somebody may hit me, I may bang over somewhere. Darkness gives fear. This world is full of darkness of ignorance. Timir Gahana Rupe. This is a thick, dark world. No light at all. So what is the hope for a devotee? What is the hope for this living entity? That living entity is praying, oh my Lord, I'm fallen in this well. Now please throw a rope of devotion. Only a rope, if somebody throws a rope from top in that well, then the person can catch that rope and then he's pulled up. Oh my Lord, you are Ajita. You are always victorious. You never fail in protecting your devotees. Ajita Nikhil Raksha. Hetu Sansara Daksha. You are Daksha. You are expert in protecting your devotees. Upanaya Mamahaste. Please give this rope of devotion in my hand. Bhakti Rajju. That is the rope which we have to catch hold of very tightly. Otherwise, it will be stolen. The treasure which we have received will be stolen. The chance to practice bhakti, that too pure bhakti, nirmalam, as this verse says, nirmalam. Since millions of lives we have tried to follow this contaminated religion, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, but it has not given satisfaction. If the author is not satisfied, Vyasdev is not satisfied, Kimava Bhagavata Dharma, is it that I have not explained Bhagavata Dharma? If the author is not satisfied, then how can reader be satisfied? So therefore, whatever we have received in this life, it is a rare treasure. And we should be trying our best to keep that treasure with us. Otherwise, our mind, our senses, they're always in the mode of stealing that treasure, that dhan. Prema ratan dhana. Prema ratan bina daridra jivan dasapari vetan more teho prema dhan. One is beggar if somebody doesn't have this prema ratan dhan. How can you say that beggar? Oh, one is so very wealthy. People have big, big mansions, but lots of fame, lots of power. But still, all that fame, all that wealth, all that power, will it help in the next life? Will it give satisfaction in this life? That is also not guaranteed. So therefore, Bhagavatam begins by telling, please focus on real dharma. And by mercy of Mahaprabhu, we have received this real dharma so easily, without any endeavor, we have received it. Hey Gupta Bhava Sindhu, Brahma Napa Ekabindu, Hena Dhana Vilaila Samsare, Aiche Dayalo Avatar, Aiche Data Nahiya, Guna Keha Nare Varni Bare. Even Brahma doesn't know. He cannot understand what is this prema. And Mahaprabhu is distributing nectar like water. He's tasting himself and distributing. And all our acharyas, they're working so hard. Can you imagine Kaviraj Goswami, such a great liberated soul, who is direct associate of Nityananda Prabhu. At the age of, he's staying in Vrindavan. He is hearing directly from Raghunath Das Goswami the wonderful pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What was the need for him to write Chaitanya Charitamrita at such an old age, ripe old age, more than 90 years? because he understands this is the real treasure. Ami vriddha jara tu likhite ka paika mane kachu smarane na hoye. I cannot see anything. I cannot remember anything. Na dekhiye nayane na shuniye shravane. I cannot hear. My hands are trembling. Tabu likhiye bada vismay. How I am writing, I am just amazed. And then in the beginning of the Madhya Leela of Chaitanya Charitamrita, he is writing the synopsis of the Antya Leela. Why he is doing it? Yahi Antya Leela sar sutra madhya visatar kare kichu kare luve varan. Iha madhya mari jabe varne tena pari tabe yahi Leela bhakta gana dhan. He says, Yahi Antya Leela sar, the essence of the Antya Leela, sutra madhya vistar, I am giving in brief synopsis here. Why, Iha madhya mari jabe, if I die in between, because I am old, I don't know if I sleep, next day I'll get up or not. Iha madhya mari jabe, varni tena pari tabe. I'll not be able to explain. And this Leela is the real treasure of devotees. So all our acharyas, they have struggled so much to give us the real treasure of Mahaprabhu's pastimes. Yei Leela Bhakta Gana Dhan. संक्षेपे सूत्र केला यही यह नाले खिला आगे तहा करी भविस्तार यदि तत दिन जिए महाप्रभुर कृपा होए इच्छा भरी करी विचार. You see the desperation of Kaviraj Goswami. He's so very desperate to write this Chaitanya Charitamrita, but he's not sure whether he'll have sufficient time. How much desperate we should be to read Chaitanya Charitamrita. That is the of the Acharya who is writing such desperation. The eagerness is a price we have to pay. The eagerness to practice this pure dharma, that is Bhagavata dharma, bhakti yoga, and the highest of it is prema bhakti. That is given by our acharyas. So how much more we should be eager and attentive to practice. Because this bhakti which we have received, it is such a extraordinary gift. In Bhakti-rasamrita Sindhu, Nectar of Devotion, Rupa Goswami describes the 6 characteristics of pure devotional service. Bhakti is Klesh Agni. It destroys all the sins right in the beginning. Klesha, all the papa, all the puta, all the sinful disposition, all the unmanifested reactions, they are all destroyed. Klesh Agni. It is Shubhada. It is all auspicious. People always think no inauspicious thing should happen in my life. But the most auspicious thing we don't accept in our life fully. The most auspicious thing is devotional service, Shubhada. When bhakti comes in life, no inauspicious things remain. Nahi ato anya shiva pantha vishata samsita viha vasudeve bhagavati bhakti yogo yato bhavet. Shukdev Goswami is telling to Parikshit Maharaj. He is about to die in few days. And Shukdev Goswami tells Parikshit, please practice bhakti. Because there is nothing which is more auspicious than this. Nahi ato anya Shiva. Shiva means auspiciousness. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yogo Yato Bhave. There is nothing which is more auspicious than bhakti, O Parikshit Maharaj. No karma, no Gnana, no tapa. Nothing comes close to bhakti. Bhakti is independent. All the other paths depend on bhakti. Bhakti does not depend on anyone. And in this topmost of the bhakti, the path of bhakti is prema bhakti. That is what we have been receiving without any separate endeavor. So how fortunate we are, how careful we should be not to lose it. Shubhada. Third quality of the devotional services, it is sudurlabha. This is very, very important. Bhakti is very rare. The more we understand how rare gift we have received, the more we will keep it with care. If a person is given diamond and he thinks, I don't know what it is shining something, I don't know, it is very heavy. Yeah, I can give it to someone. He doesn't know the value of the gold, of the diamond. I always ask this question. If I think many of you must have done Govardhan Parikrama. If you are told that you have to do Govardhan Parikrama, carrying a 5 kg bag, 5 kilo bag you have to lift and you have to do Govardhan Parikrama. How many of you will be inspired to do that? While Govardhan Parikrama, even a bead bag feels heavy. And if you are told 5 kilo, 5 kilos you have to lift and you have to do Parikrama, nobody will feel inspired. But if I tell you, in that 5 kg there is gold, now how many of you will be inspired to do Parikrama if you are told you do Govardhan Parikrama and the bag is yours? How many of you will be inspired? Can raise hands? Earlier we didn't know that, okay, the bag is so heavy. After, thank you, Srinivas Prabhu. Many of you are raising hands. Many times we don't want to carry the burden of practice of Krishna consciousness because we don't know what is there inside. Or we don't know fully about it. We have heard, we are now many of the devotees here, they are very senior devotees, Prabhupada disciples, all my respects. So, all of you have understood. But people like us, we are thinking, it is good, but why you have to do all the hard work? We'll do it slowly. Because we don't know what is there inside. The more we are aware of the treasure which is there inside, the more we will be ready to do that hard work. Because without hard work, nothing happens in this world. Hard work is the only way. Even Yashoda Mai worked so hard to bind Krishna. And then, Drishtva Parishramam Krishnam Kripaya Seed Swabandhane. When Krishna saw that Parishram, Drishtva Parishramam, when he saw that hard work, then Krishna agreed to be bound. We also want to bind Krishna in our hearts. As Bilba Mangal Thakur, he has written this bhajan. In that he writes, Mama manase tamasara shikore kara grahe dukkamaye nibaddha labhasvahe chaur hare chiraya svachaurya dosho chitameva dandam. Oh my Lord, you have stolen everything from me. I will bind you. I'll bind you and put in the prison of my heart. You will not be able to run anywhere. What is the price to bind Krishna? Evam sandarshita hyanga harina bhrityavashyata. The devotee, Krishna comes under the control of his devotee. What is the price? Sincere loving devotion. Endeavor. Sudurlabha. Jiva Goswami tells that there are two reasons why bhakti is sudurlabha. One is because Krishna doesn't give it so easily. He becomes bound. Krishna yadi chute bhakte bhukti mukti diya kabu Krishna prem naden rakhina lukaiya. He'll give all the wealth of the world if we want it. He'll give liberation also if we want it. But bhakti, he will not give so easily. Rakhina lukaiya, he keeps it hidden because he becomes controlled by his devotees. Aham bhakta paradhino, I'm independent, not independent, I'm controlled. Jiva Goswami tells that second reason is more important. Why bhakti sudurlabha? Why we don't develop that taste? Why we don't develop that attraction? For many of us, our 16th round, when it gets complete, it gives such a bliss, right? 16 to counting beat goes down. Wow, ho gaya, done for the day. Now I don't have to see the feedback till tomorrow. Chutti. No taste. Jiva Goswami says, what is the reason? Because we are not endeavoring hard enough. Shrvata Shraddhaya Nityam Granatascha Swacheshtitam. He quotes this verse from Bhagavatam. Swacheshta means perfect endeavor. And why we don't do perfect endeavor? Because we are not aware of the gold in the bag. Bhari lag raha hai, it is so very heavy. So therefore, what we have to do? Again and again, keep hearing. That's why we are hearing every day. We are reading every day. Because the nature of this world is forgetfulness. We forget. We forget things. Prabhupada writes in one place, people claim that they are God. Oh, how can they be God? Just ask them what they ate last night or day before. They'll not be able to remember. But Krishna, God, remembers everything. So therefore, the forgetfulness is ingrained in this material world. We have to keep on remembering, keep on reading again and again. ये नहीं बुझे के हा सुनीते सुनीते से हा कि अद्भुत चैतन्य चरिता कृष्ण उपजी बे प्रीति जानी बे रसे रीति सुनी ले बड़ा होए हिता. Even if we don't understand, ये नहीं बुझे के हा, please keep on reading and hearing every day. Shunite shunite se ha. Hear the pastimes of Mahaprabhu. Hear the pastimes of Krishna. Krishna upaji bepriti, slowly will develop love of God. Bhakti sudurlabha. And then he says Bhakti is Sandrananda Visheshatma. The happiness of Bhakti even excels the happiness of Brahmananda. Brahmananda is insignificant. Even if you multiply the bliss of Brahmananda millions of times, it will not even compare a drop of Bhakti Ananda. What to speak of Jadananda, the happiness of this world, it is not in question also. So Bhakti is so very wonderful. It is a storehouse of bliss. And that bliss Mahaprabhu has come to distribute. Then he says, Bhakti is, when one achieves the real bliss of Bhakti, even liberation becomes insignificant. Moksha labhuta krit. A devotee is never interested in liberation. Rupa Goswami writes a wonderful conversation which happens between a devotee and Mukti Devi. One time a devotee is doing his bhajan, his eyes are closed, absorbed in meditation, and Mukti Devi comes. And this devotee, he perceives that someone has come, he opens his eyes and he sees this lady, beautiful lady standing. He says, who are you, Katvam? She says, Mukti Rupagatasmi Bhavati. I am Mukti Devi. I have come Why you have come? Kasmada kasmadiha. I have come to serve you. Why I didn't call you? Tvam Krishna Deva Smaranena Bhavato Dasi Padam Prapita. Are you are remembering Krishna, right? Anyone who remembers Krishna, I become the maid servant of that person. So I have come to serve you. So if somebody comes to serve you, you'll be very happy, right? Dure tishta managanagasi. This devotee says, stay away, O abominable one. So Mukti Devi gets surprised. Katham kuryadanari mai. What wrong I have done? Why are you blaming me? Why are you chastising me? I am coming to serve you and you are criticizing and chastising me. Tvad-gandhan nija nama chandan rasale pasya lopo bhavet. Just by your fragrance, my desire to serve Krishna will go away. So a devotee is not interested in mukti. The bliss of bhakti is such wonderful. And the last he says is, bhakti even conquers Krishna. Madan Mohan Mohini. Nothing attracts Krishna, only bhakti attracts Krishna. So that's how it is so very important to understand what we have received by grace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the grace of Srila Prabhupada. And we should never delay. In Ramayana, there's a beautiful section of Vibhishan Sharanagati. In that, wonderfully it is described as Vibhishan, he comes with his associates, 4 associates, they have come and they are standing, they are in the air. All the monkey soldiers, they are seeing this personality. He has come. He looks like a very powerful demon. And he introduces himself. I am the brother of Ravan. Ravan has kidnapped Sita. I tried to give him good counsel, but he didn't listen. Therefore, I have given up my brother and I have come to take shelter of Lord Ram. As soon as he hears this, as soon as the monkeys headed by Sugriva, they hear, they are making a plan. We should kill this demon and all his 4 associates immediately. How can we trust a demon? Vibhishan, he speaks a beautiful verse there. He tells to monkeys, please go and tell Ram that I have come to take his shelter. Please don't reject me and please don't delay because I am demon by nature. Now I have a desire to surrender. Please accept me now. Nivedayat mam shipram Raghavaya Mahatmane Sarvaloka Sharanyaya Vibhishanam Upastitam. Nivedayat mam shipram. Please accept me immediately, O Lord Ram. Raghavaya Mahatmane Sarvaloka Sharanyaya. You are protecting the whole world. Please give me your shelter. You know, as soon as we develop a desire to serve Krishna, we should not delay him. Otherwise, our mind will always give 100 reasons why not to chant extra rounds. Anytime we get a desire, we should do a little more service, do it. Otherwise, demoniac mind will say, do it later. No need to take to bhakti so seriously. You don't need to take it now. Do it later. So therefore, Vibhishan says, please tell Lord Ram to accept me immediately. Because he is the only one worthy of taking shelter. Sharanyaya. You know, when people take shelter of the things of the world and people of the world, As Shukdev Goswami tells in the second canto, people, they take shelter of the family, of the husband or wife or children or wealth or property or relatives, thinking that they are my army. They will protect me. They apatya kalatrādishu atma sainyashu satsvapi tesham pramatto nidhanam pashyannapi na pashyati. They don't realize that everyone around them is falling. But they think, no, no, no. In my case, it will not happen. They will surely protect me. But only Lord is able to give shelter. No one in this world can give us shelter. That shelter which people give or things give, it is very temporary, very superficial, it doesn't last long. Devotees are our shelter. In our difficult situations, devotees come to our help. We may not see the Lord coming directly, but devotees will always be there to help us. Depending on how we have developed connection, how we have served devotees, in difficult times, even if we don't ask, the devotees on their own, they'll come to help us. In the fourth canto, the story of Dhruva comes. Dhruv Maharaj is in the forest of Himalayas, fighting with the Yakshas. Because one Yaksha killed his brother Uttam. Single-handedly, Dhruva goes with his chariot and chariot driver and starts killing all the Yakshas. A fierce battle takes place. Ultimately, the Yakshas, they realize that this person is too powerful. They resort to illusions. They start creating all the mystical illusions. From the sky, pus, blood, stool, urine, bones, all the fearful animals, they are falling down. The mountains are falling from the sky. Elephants, lion, tiger, they are coming to attack him from the sky. The snakes with open mouths, blazing fire are emitting. They are all coming. And Dhruva gets bewildered. What is happening? This is all mystical illusion. They are not real. In our lives, in our battle with our anarthas, in our battle with our mind and conditionings, sometimes the illusion is created by the mind. Even though if we are an expert and a powerful and accomplished devotee, Dhruva was an accomplished warrior, single-handedly defeated everyone. But the illusions can bewilder anyone. In those situations, what to do? Dhruva had no one, and he was thinking, what to do now? The devotees, all the sages, they were always seeing. Throughout the time, they were seeing what is happening. And at right moment, they understood that now this Dhruva needs our help. They go and tell, oh Dhruva, please chant the names of Lord Narayan. The names of Lord Narayan can take one across the ocean of material world. What to speak of the illusion of the simple yakshas? Autana pad bhagavam stavasaranga dhanava deva shnotyavanataarti haro vipakshan yannamadhema vidaya nishamya chadha loko anjasa tarati dustaramanga mrityum. O Tanpad, son of Tanpad, Saranga Dhanava, the Supreme Lord who has Sarang in his hand, he is ready to remove the distress of his devotees. Yannamadheyam, please chant the names of Lord Krishna. So that's how, devotees, they are always protected by the Lord, They're always protected by the other devotees. That is our. So therefore, we have to understand that the process of bhakti is so powerful. As Vibhishan says, please accept me now, I have come to take shelter. We have to always tell the mind, we'll do it. Whatever you're telling, we'll do it later. Now I want to do this. Shipram Raghavaya Nivedaya Tamam Shipram. I want to do it now. At that time, Sugriva, he goes to Lord Ram and he tells Lord Ram, this demon has come to slay us. It is like an owl which comes in the night and destroys all the crows. He is a demon. He is very powerful. He has come with all the weapons. He is looking very deceitful. We can't accept him. Maybe he is a spy of Ravan. How can we believe this demon? But he has approached you for shelter. What we should do, we should arrest him, we should kill him. Lord Ram asks all the other monkey warriors. He tells Angada, please tell your opinion. Angad tells we should examine his behavior. Another monkey warrior, Mainda, he says we should send this, we should examine him. We should send a spy and we should speak sweet words so that we can understand his intentions. Jamwan, he says, we cannot just leave him. We should always keep him in suspicion. Lord Ram asks Hanumanji, Hanuman, what is your opinion? Hanuman tells, well, it is not possible to judge the character of a person just by speaking few words. We cannot send spy after him. Otherwise, if he knows, he'll be heartbroken. His trust will be broken. He says, I am observing his facial expressions. And I can understand that he is very genuine. We can trust him. I have no doubts. We should accept him. Sugriva becomes furious. How can we accept him, O Lord Ram? Lord Ram says, Mitra bhavena sampraptam natyajeyam kathanchana. Anyone who comes and approaches in a friendly attitude, I will accept him. I do not leave that personality. Sugriva says, how can we accept him? He is a demon. He is a brother of Ravan. Then Lord Ram speaks those few famous verses. Sudushto piva dushto kimva esh rajanicharaha. He says, even if a bad person or a good person or even a Rakshas comes, I will accept him. Don't you understand my power? Pishachan, Danavan, Yakshan, Prithvyam, Chaiva Rakshasam, Angulya Grena Tan, Hantyan, Harim, Ichan, Hari Ganishwaraha. He says, let all the Yakshas, Rakshasas, demons come. With the tip of my thumb, I can crush everyone. And then he says, oh, Sugriva, I have taken a vow. Anyone who comes and tells once, oh Lord, I am yours. I accept him and I give him fearlessness. Sakriteva prapannoya tavasmiti chayachate abhayam sarvada tasmai dadami tadvratam mama. Even once if somebody comes and tells, I am yours, tava asmi iti. So Lord tells, I have taken a vow. I will protect. I'll give fearlessness. So the path of bhakti is full of hope, unlimited assurances given by the Lord. It is the best. It is a perfect wealth. It is the greatest treasure we have received. It is the purest of the dharma, as this verse says. Amalam, amala. It is the spotless, nirmala. So therefore, hearing and remembering all this, we should try to give our best to the process of devotional service, beginning with chanting and hearing the names of the Lord. So I'll stop here. Thank you very much for your patience and attention. Hare Krishna. Anyone has any questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for this very beautiful session. And I love the example of the narration that you gave of how Mukti Devi tries to become our servant, but we need to be very careful and make sure that we are free from all the allurements in this world. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. If you have any questions, please go ahead and unmute yourself. Yes, Ananga Kishori Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dhanvat Pranam. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, Prabhuji, my question is, how do we get spiritual strength to say no to our past tendencies of material enjoyment? Because sometimes it seems that due to lack of love for Radha Krishna, we are not getting the strength to follow the process, and without following the process, there's no hope of love. So it seems like a vicious circle that I am in, not about others. Definitely, I am in. So, how do we get that strength to say no, basically?
Now, it is not that we have no strength. Everyone has a little bit of the strength. And with whatever strength we have at our disposal, we should try to practice devotional service with a sincere heart. Sincere heart means not expecting anything material. That is the first thing we have to do. With whatever strength we have, try to practice. But as we are practicing, we'll find we are falling at every step. Second thing we have to do is we should not get discouraged and disappointed and think that I think this is not for me. I'm not made for it. That is another illusion which Maya creates. I think I'm not made for it. Even if we fall hundreds of times, we have to again get up and start walking on this path of bhakti. Always holding on to devotees' mercy. Jnana kechit karma vayam tu haridasanam padatrana. Some people take shelter of their own strength. Some people take shelter of intelligence. But the devotees, as far as I am concerned, that devotee is telling, as far as I am concerned, Vayam tu Haridasanam Padatrana Avalambaka. I am just depending on the mercy of the devotee slippers. So whatever strength we have, try to practice with that strength. And for sure, Krishna will award that strength. We feel discouraged and despondent and hopeless, seeing our fall down, seeing our fallen condition, seeing our oceans of anarthas. That is a trap. That makes a devotee really hopeless, really depressed. We don't have to see how big our anarthas are. Our anarthas should give us the impetus to catch hold of this, the rope of devotion I was mentioning, That should give us the impetus to catch hold of the rope of devotion with more strength. And for sure, if we introspect, we will see that we have actually moved forward. It is not possible not to move forward. And as far as we are saying, as far as you are concerned, the fact that you have already been initiated, so nobody will accept this. No advancement. No, it is not possible. Of course, out of humility, we may say that, but sometimes that humility should not make us depressed in life. Sometimes we have to see what all things I have, how much I have advanced, how much mercy I have received. That should give us joy in Krishna consciousness. Bhakti should be performed joyfully. And we will be joyful when we see what all things we have received in our Krishna consciousness. If we just keep on looking at the things which we don't have, oh, I don't have love for Krishna. I have still anarthas. I have still all these conditionings. Oh, will always be miserable in life. That is not our job. Our job is to love Krishna. And loving Krishna means doing our chanting attentively as much as possible, trying to serve devotees as much as possible. One time, Hari Prabhu, he tells, Prabhupada came, he was a secretary, personal servant of Prabhupada. And at one place, Prabhupada landed. Harishwari Prabhu was also there with Prabhupada. And as they were coming down, Harishwari Prabhu is seeing all the devotees at the airport. They are jumping and dancing and singing loudly and chanting Jai Prabhupada, falling prostrated. And Harishwari Prabhu is thinking, well, I don't feel that much love for Prabhupada as these devotees have. So he asked Prabhupada, after Prabhupada reached temple, he was in the room, afternoon time, he gave prasad to Prabhupada and then he said, Prabhupada, I have a question. Can I ask? Prabhupada said, yes. That Prabhupada, all these devotees, they have so much love for you. And I don't feel that I have love for you. Prabhupada didn't reply that question. I just kept quiet. In the evening time again, Harishwari Prabhu, he tells Prabhupada, I asked a question in the afternoon. Prabhupada said, do you like to serve me? He said, yes, Prabhupada, I like to serve you. What do you want? I can do anything. Prabhupada said, that is love. So many times you don't understand that actually I have love for Krishna. I have no tears, nayanam galadashru dharaya, vadanam gadagada hrudayagra, all that is not happening. Do we want to serve Krishna, serve devotees? Do we want to hear Bhagavatam? Do we want to purify ourselves? That is a symptom of love. So, many times our mind tells us, oh, you are a gone case. It is not for you. You are making a show. You are a hypocrite. A devotee should not go into that loop. Always seeing what good things we have received. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for that wonderful answer. There are no hand raises, Prabhuji, so far. Ishopanishad Mataji, you had a question?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Glory to Srila Prabhupada.
Yes, Mataji.
Jai Prabhu, this question was for a listener. And it's in reference to the verse 1866. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reactions. Do not fear. The question is, when a person is worshiping God, in a form of Christianity, Islam, different forms of glorifying God. When the word and terminology, when you're trying to explain to a person, abandon their form of religion and just worship Krishna, could you explain that a little bit more where they can understand what Krishna is saying without them reading the whole Bhagavad Gita to get to that point of understanding?
Okay, thank you, Mataji. So basically, when Krishna tells this to Arjun, Arjun is at a level where he can understand the impact of this question. And Arjuna, when Krishna says abandon all varieties, he's telling Arjun, don't get into this dharma of your Kshatriya dharma or your, Swadharma of the world or any dharmas. Just surrender to me. That means follow whatever I am saying. So it depends on the audience who is listening this description. Arjun is at that level. For the people of the world, Krishna tells, Nabuddhi Vedam Janayed Ajnanam Karma Sanginam Joshayed Sarva Karmani Vidwan Yukta Samacharan, third canto, I think 33 or something. In that, Krishna tells, when we see people, when we meet people and they are at certain level of their spiritual advancement, we should not tell them directly, okay, give up everything. What a devotee does, devotee tells, just add one more thing. Whatever you are doing is great. If possible, just try to do this one thing more. If they are not at that level, as Prabhupada would tell many times, one person came to Prabhupada and said, Swamiji, what do you think about Buddhism? And Prabhupada spoke something. What do you think about Jains? What do you think about Christianity? And Prabhupada said, follow Buddha, follow Jesus, follow something, don't just speak. So many times people, they don't follow their religion properly. If they're at a level where they can be, brought up to the next level, give them Krishna consciousness. If not, we have to tell them to follow their religion properly. That's what Prabhupada would tell many times when he would meet other religion people, some priests, some other, religious leaders. He would tell them, just tell your people to follow your religion properly. Jesus told, thou shalt not kill. Why are you killing? So that's how, Prabhupada would deal with situations depending on the level of the audience. So there is no one answer for all the cases. It depends on whom we are speaking to and what level they are in. So that's what we have to judge and then present the message of Bhagavad Gita accordingly, according to time, place, circumstance. And that is realization. Prabhupada tells in 141, first canto, fourth chapter, first verse. Prabhupada writes the definition of realization. What is realization? Prabhupada writes there, realization means not surpassing the previous acharyas out of vanity, but present the subject matter in such a way that the person can understand it according to time, place, circumstance. So that's what we have to learn. How to present this Sarva Dharman Parityajya verse to a particular audience. If they are at that level, we can give the highest understanding. If they are not on that level, try to bring them to their level and just tell them to rise one step ahead. So that is what a mature expert preacher does. Thank you.
Hari Bol, thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for this nice answer. Yes, Prabhuji. There is one comment in the chat I would like to read. Mitranda Mataji says, "You are spiritually brilliant, Prabhuji. I truly appreciate your powers of communication and reflection and the ability to educate the process of bhakti." Hare Krishna.
I'm just speaking whatever I've heard. Nothing mine. Thank you for encouraging. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu will pay obeisances to all the Vaishnavas and Prabhuji. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha
कृपा
kripasindhubhyeva
सिन्धुभ्येव पतितानां
vaishnavebhyo
वैष्णवेभ्यो
पतितानां
नमो
पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः।
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय रामाचार्य
जय
प्रभुपाद थैंक यू
जय
Jai, Jai, Jai.
जय
Thank you, Prabhuji.
जय।
Krishna.